What? Wow, that was quite the opening.
Hi, could you tell me which floor the Posterity Project is on?
You must have the wrong address.
Oh, I see. It's just that...
No Posterity Project here.
Authorized.
You must have the wrong address. There's nothing here. Here you go. Come in. You just had to make sure you were authorized, that's all.
What the hell?
Well, I've seen you just stepped into Outlast. Have fun with that. I don't know if it's just my computer screen that's really dark, but I can't, like... There are people in the back, and I can't see them, and it's kind of spooking me. Or is the lights just off because, hey, we're in virtual reality. We don't need the lights here.
I guess I just walked into it, really.
Speaking of just walking in, who do we have here then?
I'm Jenny.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely Jenny.
I think we're gonna have to watch this one, Jenny. It's Darby, right?
Yeah, Darby. You know, Darby is the oldest recorded surname. Dates back to like 1160.
But Darby's your first name, right?
Yeah, just a bit of history to break the ice.
Okay, well, now Fact Guy's introduced himself. I'm Antigone. The only real fact I have about my name is that I don't like it, so call me Tiggs.
Nice to meet you, Tiggs. Nice to meet you, Darby.
Antigone is a nice name. It's a bit dramatic, I will say, but
Just
it's nice.
can tell us where I got this bag from and how many thousands of dollars I paid for it.
Ariel?
No problem. Object, woman's bag, faux designer.
Oh,
Woman's jacket, fake leather, also faux designer.
Okay, that is the first time anyone has ever guessed it was a fake. Seriously. Nice work, Ariel. Nice work.
yeah,
Just
honestly,
don't
she doesn't...
think my hair.
Antigone doesn't
Touch the
strike me
sign
as
of
the
passes
person
to be
who
allowed to
calls,
the facility.
who pays thousands of dollars for a bag. If I saw a bag, if I see a bag coaster, I have a fit. It's like, fuck this capitalist society! So that's kind of cool that we're getting to see, like, through everyone's perspective. That's wild. So what's going on in the dark is my question.
The candidates don't really speak. They don't need to. They communicate like a unit. We encourage them to indulge only in the necessary and not the pointless.
So, robots. Yeah, because that works out so great for a child's development.
Darby, I really don't want to ask you again.
Darby, cut it out. You're gonna set Ariel off. It's like, Darby, I tried to warn you. They explode his head. So is it gonna be like some hive mind where all the kids go evil or something? The kids are gonna revolt. This is not how kids are supposed to be raised. They have to have some actual relaxation, or else they're gonna grow up stunted. And if you're like this, and you're just like sitting like, oh, that was like that, and nothing happened to me, I'm still fine. Trust me, you're not fine. It's like people who say getting beat as a kid didn't really affect them. It's like, no, trust me, it affected you in every way imaginable. What goes on when the lights turn out? What goes on in rest mode? Soon we will find out.
I hope you approve of the wake-up call.
It's my favorite song.
I know, Jenny.
It's my favorite song. I know, Jenny. I'm kind of hungry. I know, Jenny. I actually have to go pee. I know, Jenny. I'm depressed. I know, Jenny. My mom. I know, Jenny. I know, Jenny. I know. You know, if there was more chaperones, I would have been definitely like, oh, if you don't comply as a chaperone, then they're gonna kill you off. But there's only 3 of them, so I do get the feeling that Darby might be the first to go if there is murder that's happening. Look, there's a child crying already.
Learning should be fun, not just finding ways to fill their minds with as much information as possible.
Thank you,
Do
Jenny.
elaborate, Jenny.
The kids don't even talk to each other. Are they even allowed to talk to each other? They're not even looking at each other. These guys don't even talk to each other. They don't even look at each other like in that way. It's like, oh, you can tell they're certainly talking about the other kids. They just are they working? They have to work and eat. Are you serious?
Candidate is conversing with
was
you
that
via the
me?
glasses. It's completely normal.
Speaking is normal. How about you, young lady?
I am currently looking into one of the major lessons in biochemistry. When proteins operate at
Why can't you let the children talk? This is why the children need to be able to talk. Ugh! Like, this type of development for children doesn't make sense. Because it's like, oh, you want them to be smart? That's fine. Now they're smart, but they have no social skills. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to do any of the stuff that they do need as well. You're just focusing on just putting eggs into one basket. What the fuck? Whoa. Hey, go back. I don't know what that was. Is there like a child AI that's just like, we're gonna revolt against the machine? Maybe that's why Cassandra was in the thing. She was following some ghost AI girl. That's a major part of being a kid. You make friends with people that you think are imaginary at first, but then you realize that homegirl looks exactly like this little girl in a picture that's from 1868. You were making friends with a ghost.
table.
Ariel, come on, where are they?
Jenny, I must insist that you wait in your room and try to calm down.
How can she calm? All of the kids are missing. Does no one upstairs realize this is happening? Like, you think that there will be some higher ups upstairs coming down to be concerned about where their candidates are?
I am trying to reason with them, but they have no interest in communication.
Ah!
They are behaving
I wonder what could have caused such a feat of irrational thinking.
They have accessed my system. They are trying to corrupt it and shut me down.
Ariel,
We are taking Ariel now. Say goodbye, Jenny.
Say goodbye, Jenny.
you there?
So now they're in there with a bunch of AR,
Darby?
virtual reality powered evil
Diggs?
children who are probably retaliating for their crappy development. Tiggs is just probably freaking out. She's like, I'm not the one who hit kids, but I will play swing away golf with y'all if y'all try to come at me. Like, I just cannot sit here and believe for something like this, there was no higher up, no security cameras, no one upstairs, above ground, who has seen any of this and not being like, alright, we gotta get some forces in there or something. Like, you really just left this all to an AI who didn't have as much control as she needed to, and 3 chaperones who had no idea what the heck they were getting themselves into. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, be properly prepared to monitor them. Or else this happens! You essentially put 3 people's lives in danger because you guys didn't properly look after this place. I kinda like how it's in first person, cause so it's like a VR thing. So like you can actually try to experience the anxiety for yourself.
Cassandra, keep up! Which way do we go?
We go back. Don't! Children are making screeching sounds. What possessed them? What is it that they were communicating with? Because like there's no sign that there was anything else other than Ariel. So it has to be Ariel's like messing with them, like pretending like, oh, they're just the children, they're corrupt. Now they got me, but I was able to escape. But it was me the whole time.
I think we should just wait. Just hold out and stay here.
There is no sign that no one is coming for you. You cannot hold out. The fact that no type of executive has come down yet, even during the system failure, is a sign no one's coming to get y'all. Because I don't think no one knows this is happening. Like, I'm in this weird place where I trust Ariel, but I also don't trust Ariel. Because it's like, the kids are corrupted, but who else is in this place that has access to them that could have possibly done that to them? Oh, okay. So these deaths aren't gonna be gory, they're just gonna be bad sad. Cause the music, what? I was almost at crying level. How dare you, movie? Whoa! What?
Poor little Jenny. Her friend Ariel leading her deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole.
Hello, Jenny. It appears I have been under Cassandra's control. The whole time. It would seem.
I like how even corrupted. I love how even corrupted, because Ariel's just like, shh, sorry.
Are you gonna answer that?
What? It's gonna be a call from a thing, like, your mom is bad, I'm sorry. I forgot about the appointment. What the heck are you, Cassandra?
Hello? Yes, I am leaving now. I still can't believe I've been selected. I'm so grateful.
What? Excuse me? What? Alright, I have no idea what the what? Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone on non-binary spectrum, this is me, Hexley, from the future. Not Hexley that is currently watching the movie, or more likely the credits, because when I was editing it, I realized just how much energy I lost during while I was, giving my thoughts on it, and thought, I'm trying to be more professional about this. So let's actually up my energy. But yeah, like I was gonna say, I really like the movie. Still Usner. I really liked the movie. I didn't think, hopefully, like jump scares, like boo and all that stuff was not really what they were going for. Because it wouldn't have been the movie's strong suit. The movie's strong suit was, in fact, the anxiety of the jump scare. So hopefully that is what they were going for, rather than just hoping that things popping out was what's gonna get people. Because the anxiety of thinking that something was coming is actually what kind of unnerved me more. And the whole theme of it, it's like this augmented reality, so we're gonna have the characters in like these little augmented virtual reality glasses, so you see what they see from their perspective, so it puts you in that first person view, which that really helps sell the intensity and anxiety and fear of what the characters are going through. At least it did for me. Plus everything that's getting wonky as soon as the kids are corrupted and they go missing. So I thought that was really good. On the topic of the characters, I really like the characters. I mean, Darby, it started off weird with Darby, but I grew to like him. They're kind of just normal people who are, it wasn't nothing too bad, nothing too over exaggerated. They were just people looking to make some money, who took some jobs to make some money, because money makes the world go round, right? But they ended up victims of one, this entire faith in technology that apparently this prosperity project had, and whatever Cassandra was meant to be. So the company itself was just not properly prepared and put way too much faith in just thinking, oh yeah, it's technology, it's the future, it's not gonna work or nothing. And it's like, no. Obviously, I was swinging or kicking goals in the wrong goalposts, because I was so sure that it was gonna be Ariel, and because she seemed like the only thing that had complete connection to the children. I didn't really consider the fact that it was Cassandra. The entire time I was just figured that Cassandra, because she seemed more lifelike than the other children, it was that because she was kind of new. So, they hadn't really properly instilled her with the rules and regulations and the way that they want the kids to behave, which just mindless robots who do nothing but take information, but who will not know how to dispense it out into the world. You know, be able to properly communicate the information, because they can't even talk to each other. I mean, they do talk to each other now, but apparently Cassandra was the entity that was controlling them all. And from the ending, it looked like they were in a it looked like they sent Jenny into a time loop. Well, at least Cassandra did, not the kids. It looked like she put Jenny back to the beginning of the movie. So that's kind of cool, because now I don't know if the Jenny was always in this time loop and they're just kind of like a game for her, or if they just put her in another one. Because obviously Cassandra was talking about, something about a game, they were kids, they were playing, so obviously they're gonna start messing around. They're messing with Jenny. Well, she's messing with Jenny. The kids are, I don't know if they have any control of what they're in now, or if they're just as possessed as, Ariel was. What else was pretty good? Yeah, like I said, I liked all the characters. I like the anxiety of thinking that a jump scare was coming, because the jump scares were not their strong suit. So, because it was just like kids standing there, and that would be creepy. I don't know why, because these are still kind of possessed kids. But because it doesn't feel like they were supernaturally possessed, it doesn't feel as spooky or something. But yeah, like I said, the movie was great. And I do recommend it. Also, another thing I want to do is I want to recommend other movies at the end of the movies. I didn't do it for the first movie I did, which was Veronica. I didn't get to do that. I don't think I did. I don't remember. And I didn't get to do it with Scream because it's not up. You won't see it because it got blocked worldwide, so that sucked because I really liked it. And I didn't do it with Most Likely to Die, but I am starting it right now. So for this one, obviously I'm gonna recommend the last video, which is Most Likely to Die. I don't know if I'm going to recommend the last video on all of them, but just for now, will recommend Most Likely to Die, which is a movie which centers on a group of people who are coming up for their high school reunion, but they're now getting killed off one by one by some murderer dressed in a mask and a graduation night cap and gown. So the kills in there are very unconventional and fun. So if you're someone who likes watching slasher flicks just to see inventive kills, you're gonna enjoy it. Especially there's one in there that freaked me out because it was just so hardcore to me. I'd never seen a human slasher do something like that. So Ghostface is shook. The next movie I want to recommend if you like Let's Be Evil, because obviously I recommend you go watch it because see the full thing for yourself. And if you like it and you want to watch something similar to that, then I do recommend The Silenced, which is a Korean thriller movie. It takes place during a time where Japan was heavily oppressing Korean people, and they had a whole imperialist hold on the country. So it takes place during that era, which I didn't know about because I never learned about it in school. So it was kind of new to me. So it was kind of a fun little learning venture to me. So it takes place as this boarding school filled with little girls, and obviously there's something happening. There is a new girl, and it's kind of through her you see everything because there's something weird happening, and it's just up to you to go watch it to see and find out. But yes, I've been Hexley. This has been Movie Nights, and this has been Let's Be Evil. Tune in next week where I will be watching Stepford Wives. Not the remake, the original one, because I had never watched it. And hopefully, it's as good as people say it is.